What is up, guys? My name is Strike Sloth here, and my name is Strike Sloth. I always screw up on my intros if you haven't noticed, but yeah, the first video after the name update. It's finally Strike Sloth. And I'm still trying to decide whether I want that recording mic yet or not. But I wanted to do a different video today. I mean, I didn't really want to originally. I did record a regular commentary, as you can see my voice is moving in this video right here, but basically, I don't know how to explain, but it just didn't work out. Something with the audio in the game was way too loud for my voice, and it just did not work out with this mic, which is why I want a new one. And I tried to use my little lapel microphone to record. It's way too strong of a mic for the PS4. The PS4 I can't lower it enough to not be as powerful. So I'll figure something out with a new mic, but right now I'm just using this one, and it sounds perfectly fine. It just doesn't sound crystal clear. But I say my first fight, but I'm really gonna be the more interesting fight in my life. It's definitely been my second fight. It was very, it's pretty funny. So basically, yeah, this is gonna sound awful, but I was at a church, like, camp thingy, I guess you could say. Basically, it's where you stay at someone's house with your group of friends, and you pretty much just like hang out for like 2 days, and you go to like some little things. Sorry if you hear my mic kind of shuffling. But you go to like, you stay at someone's house that volunteers, and you kind of just hang out for most of the time, and then you'll go to like, it's 2 days, and like the first day, you come at night, and you go to this thing at a church, and then you go to their houses, hang out with all your friends, and we pulled an all-nighter and stuff. But it wasn't it was the first night that this happened. So first night, it just freaking snorted, but excuse me. The first night we all like we took an all-nighter, except for my actual group of friends, basically. So I got my group of friends. They're all pretty cool guys, and they were all asleep, like all of them, except for my friend Jackson. He was still awake. Actually, I just said his name. Noel. It's fine. We'll call him. I already said his name. But my friend, basically, it's not like he has much to do with the story, anyways. So it doesn't really matter. But so he was like the only friend I had really that was taking the all-nighter with us. Everyone else all of my other friends were like just sleeping, and the rest, we were with this other group of kids that like I just didn't know. I mean, I don't want to say they're like weird, but most of them were pretty freaking weird. Actually, I knew another kid. I'm not gonna say his name by mistake. His name is, we'll call him let's go with Marshall Mathers, my friend Marshall Mathers, right? So, some of you may get that, so a lot of you won't. It's Eminem's full name, or Eminem's, whatever you freaking call him, his full name. Marshall Mathers. So, me and Marshall Mathers, we've had a little bit of beef in the past, but it really was like all in like 3rd grade. So, I'm in 8th grade now, so, and I'm actually pretty good friends with him. No, I don't want to say good friends. I only really see him, like once a week. But yeah, I know him pretty well. And yeah, I know him too. So that was my other friend there, I guess you could say. And the rest of the guys were pretty weird. Not gonna lie, Marshall Mathers he's friends with a lot of the weird guys, kind of, but they were actually, a lot of them were really cool people, except for some of them. Like, my gosh, some of them were just strange. But a lot of them really nice, so I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll get along with them. And then, dang, got a 3-piece, dang, your boy's going off. But, what was I gonna say? See, this is what happens when I try to say something that's going on in like live gameplay, or not live gameplay, but you know what I mean, gameplay. And basically there's this one kid, we'll call him Adolf. So Adolf, he was, oh my gosh, he was so annoying. And everyone knew that he was annoying, except for this other kid that doesn't have much to do with the story. Actually, we'll call this other kid, that was friends with Adolf. He was the only one that really liked Adolf. I want to say. Well, there's a couple other people that were like friends with him, I guess, but didn't really. Yeah, they were all, yeah. No one really liked no one really liked Adolf. But this one friend, we'll name him Steph Curry. Steph Curry was the only one that actually liked Adolf as a friend, I guess you could say. Along with a couple other people that were okay with him, but everyone knew he was so annoying, and he'd always be like, "Fight me," as a joke, and I mean, obviously it was a joke, but it was just so annoying when he did it, because he's scrawny. All right, I'm not racist or anything. I'm gonna try to be as I don't know, interracial would be the word, as possible, but he was a whitewashed black kid. He was so he was very white, which I don't really have a problem with, but then he'd try to act tough. So yeah, you kind of picture what I'm saying. Alright, so some of you may know Who's Chaos. He's in TK, or at least he lives in the TK house. Who's Chaos, and he's very whitewashed. So I'm getting just really racist now. I need to stop, but whatever. And picture him, but acting like he's tough at the same time. Love his videos, by the way. But yeah, imagine that. So imagine a Who's Chaos that acts like he's tough when he's realistically not tough whatsoever. Not saying that I'm tough or anything. I'm not trying to pull off that tough guy vibe, but listen to my voice. I sound like a freaking sound like a squirrel on cocaine, but so basically, he was just really annoying. And then eventually, he had something for something, and I just wanted to say something weird. Was it Steph Curry, the one that really liked Adolf? Kind of. It's hard to keep up with all these people's names, but earlier, I pulled a prank on them with something with the TV. Me and my other friend did. He was pretty cool. I didn't know him, but he was really cool. He wasn't really weird or anything. So we pulled a prank on them with something with the TV, and we eventually stopped doing it. And it was freaking weird what Steph Curry did here. So basically, after I did that, Steph Curry comes up to me, and acting like I just joined a gang or something. He says these exact words: "You're new, comma, I guess, I like you." I'm like, what the frick? He said, "You're new, I like you." I'm like, who the frick are you? Some freaking leader of the Yakuza? I don't feel like some Asian guy that just joined the Yakuza, however you freaking say it. This is some gangster, bruh. But freaking felt like I just joined a game. I'm like, who are you? What? Who do you think you are? Just act like I don't care. Get away from me. I didn't say that, but I was just like, and then I didn't really say anything. I just kind of walked away, but he put his hand on my shoulder or something. It was strange. It was very strange. So I can understand why I kind of Adolf here. He was a little bit strange as well. Plus I just had a really weird just vibe from him the entire night. I don't know. I don't really like this guy, but he was nice to me. So what am I gonna do? I was just I just kind of walked off. I didn't really say much. I may have said just kind of mumbled off into the distance. But how are you supposed to respond to that? Thanks? I don't, I didn't want to be rude or anything. So, I just walked off. And then later though, that night, that's just describing Steph Curry, by the way. But, I've already described Adolf pretty well. And he was just he had something that I needed or something, either a phone charger that was my friend let me use or something like that, or a controller or something like that, and he would not give it to me. And then I was like, for real, give it to me. And just for the record, I mean, I'm not trying to pull off the tough guy vibe, but based off of who this kid, I could whoop his butt easily. I'm not even that strong of a dude. I'm a freaking green bean, okay? But I could, yeah. It's not an accomplishment if you can beat this kid's butt. It's really not. He was just, yeah. And he was like, "Fight me," and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "No, fight me," and he sounded really serious. And then he gets up, or no, then he's sitting down, and then he starts kicking me. I'm like, dude, are you a freaking girl? Make a real move. Guess what he does? He stands up, pushes me, and pushes me and sits right back down. Now, one, Like, that's a huge freaking, oh my, that's a pussy move right there. You don't push someone if you want to fight them. You don't kick someone if you want to fight them and then sit back down and basically run away. Like, that's like the stupidest crap you could do in a fight. And I kind of saw red. I was like, you think you're tough. Like, I'm done. And then I didn't want to just, because I knew, like, he didn't stand a chance, so I didn't want to fight him. I, like, felt bad for the dude. Now, I sound like I'm really trying to pull off a tough guy vibe, but I swear I'm not. This is actually how it is. This is how much of a wimp this kid was. Yeah, and I'm comparing him to me, still a wimp. I'm the smallest dude out there. I weigh freaking 100 pounds in 8th grade. Like, that's it. Well, it's summertime right now, but, you know, I'm going into 8th grade. So basically, he is like, and then he gets up. He actually stands up. I'm like, there you go. He pimp slaps me. Now it was. I'm not gonna. He didn't pimp slap me like backhand or something, but it was a bit. Honestly, that was like the third best perfect connecting slap. It didn't really hurt that bad because his hands are like pillows, but like it was a perfect smack, like a perfect, like, here. It sounded just like that, but louder. So everyone was like, oh my gosh, he freaking wins. Like, holy crap. Everyone was just standing like, holy crap. That was like an amazing slap. And then I still was giving this dude mercy. Now a lot of you are like, dude, what are you doing? Like, oh dude, like, do something already. And I should have, but no. But I'm glad I did it, because once I finally did do something, it made me look like not the bad guy, which it would have made me look like the bad guy if I did do something at that point. So I feel good about my decision. And then basically, and then I'm like, dude, you're freaking like, I'm like, dude, you're a pussy. Excuse my French, because a bunch of little private schoolers around me, but still. And then next thing you know, he's like, oh, what the frick do you mean? You're just mad that and then he goes, you're just mad that I pimp slapped him. Or, I said that completely wrong. Everyone's like, Preston or something, like, what's your problem or something like that? No, it wasn't really that, but something, Byron's, frick, just said his name. You probably couldn't hear me though, because his name is freaking super weird. So, Adolf is like, he's just mad that I pimp slapped him. And I'm like, okay, you're freaking done. So I punched him. It wasn't even that hard of a punch, but I punched him pretty much directly in the head. And he just ran off crying. Like, he just ran off crying. I'm like, dude, see what you're made of? You're made of glass. All right, now obviously, you know, like, I mean this metaphorically. Obviously, no one's made of glass. You can take a beating, but some people just don't take that beating as well. Let's just say, since he slapped me, and I saw red, he was unexpected. Now, my favorite YouTuber, CosDefTK, he says how he believes in this philosophy that when you the way to win a fight is throw the first punch. This is almost 99% true most of the time, unless the other person's expecting it. You know, I'm not talking about you're in the middle of a ring, but like UFC John Cena style, or UFC, whatever. But, you know, WWE style, they're expecting the punch. That's not going to help you too much unless you throw a really powerful punch. But when they're unexpecting it, which this kid was, Adolf here did not know what was coming, because he slapped me. He didn't expect me to do something about it. But I was done taking this crap. So I punched him in the head. Like, it wasn't even like, it was in like the back of his head. Freaking donkey punched him, but it was like kind of near his temple, but it wasn't on his temple, so it didn't hurt nearly as bad as a temple punch. It was like, yeah, I'd say it was around the temple area of his head, so about right there. And it was a pretty clean punch, but it really wasn't that powerful. It wasn't even that powerful of a punch, but it was a punch. You know, a punch hurts pretty usually. So, so he runs off crying and runs into the bathroom and then locks himself in there for literally, no exaggeration, the next 45 minutes. Now, this sounds so made up. This sounds like, oh my gosh, you're just trying to act like you're tough and you whooped him and he's scared from one little punch. No, this is 100% true. This is the kind of people I was dealing with. And I wasn't taking it. I was done. I was like, you're gonna think you're tough. I see people like this all the time. I've never been the quote unquote victim of it though. So basically, I was done taking it, he runs into the bathroom for 30 minutes, and then later we're cool and stuff. And I guess we're kind of cool, even though I still think he's kind of a faggot and a douchebag. But I don't know. Here's something that happened later that night, though. This is the kind of guy he was. This is the kind of guy Adolf was. Basically, I don't even know why I'm calling him Adolf. I already said his real name, but most of you probably didn't hear it, so it's not like anyone cares. I doubt he's ever gonna watch this video. But like, he randomly went up behind me, pinched me, and like twisted it. And I turned around, I'm like, dude, what the frick are you doing? This is the kind of guy he is, to randomly be annoying to people. Now, of course, he's like, oh, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was you. Like, my bad. And he didn't know it was me, obviously. He was scared of me that night. Scared of a pine cone, scared of a twig, scared of a freaking green bean. Yeah, that's who we're dealing with here. And he was scared of me. I don't blame him. I mean, if I was in his shoes, if I was him, I probably would have been scared of me too. I really sound like I'm trying to pull off that tough guy vibe, but I swear I'm not. And oh my gosh, like, I don't know how to explain it, but this is just like, are you really seriously, like, even if it wasn't me, you're just gonna do that to people? You're just gonna pinch someone for no reason? And I'm not gonna lie, that pinch kind of hurt. Freaking pinched me hard, man. And I was like, dude, are you kidding me? Are you serious? You do this to people normally? I didn't say that, but I was just like, whatever. I'm like, you're so annoying. Especially if he did that to me on purpose. He didn't think it was me, but I'm just saying, like, it's just unbelievable, dude. It's crazy how you reacted to it. It's funny, because I've only been in like 2 fights in my life. One of them being at a church camp, like I just said, not really a camp, and one of them being at a freaking skating rink. Yeah. Rollerblades, roller skates, not ice skating or anything, which would be even more ridiculous, but a skating rink. It's like, get into the weirdest fights. Next thing you know, I'm gonna get in a fight at a circus with a clown or something, but oh my gosh, I might save that for another video, because this story I feel like I made it pretty interesting, so I'll have to save that one for another video. But if you guys like these story videos, please tell me, please leave a like. And that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you'd enjoyed the story of my second fight. My first fight will be coming later as the prequel to this, I guess, if y'all like these stories. So yeah, guys, it's been Strike Sloth, and hope you enjoyed.